So another Andy B 2-minute video. And I was thinking about how we make our plans for the future, and we have diaries, whether that's a paper version or perhaps a digital one. We use a mixture of both on a whiteboard. We've talked about that quite a few times in terms of getting everything done within the week that we need to. But what got me thinking about today's title, which was Planning, Preparations and Puzzle, was quite often life can feel like a puzzle. How do we get from A to B? How do we fit all these different things in? How are we going to accomplish what we need to accomplish? And sometimes the day can become so busy that God gets squeezed out the other side. But there are a lot of things in life where we quite naturally plan ahead. So if you drive a car in the UK, you have to consider insurance and breakdown cover and having an MOT once a year if your car isn't brand new. And I've just had a letter saying our breakdown cover is coming sort of towards the end of its cover, so we need to think about renewing that. So I think, well, I don't want Joe to be out driving a car or myself and the car breaks down, so I'm going to plan ahead and I'm going to get the breakdown cover resorted. So if we break down, along come the boys and girls in their vans with fixing things and tools, and they keep us on the road. But do we have the same mentality about praying or worshipping or spending time reading the Bible? Do we put as much effort and emphasis on, well, there's something coming up in the way of what I want to do when I normally do it, so I need to change that, so I'm going to plan ahead? And it's a bit like the jigsaw puzzle. You start with the corners and then you do the edges and then you work your way in. Well, do we have that same mentality in our prayer life and our Bible reading life? Do we put the corners in? Do we then work on the sides of our life spiritually? It got me thinking a little bit about puzzles and planning and preparation. If there's stuff that is coming up and it's getting in the way of what you normally do, we would find a way of working around it. But we need to be doing the same in our Christian walks too, and planning to make sure that God is not squeezed out of our lives. Just a thought.